Russell Crowe's new film, The Water Diviner, is set to hit theaters today. Film critic Mitch Weber not only got a sneak peek at the film, he interviewed Russell Crowe on the red carpet of the premiere. That had to have been exciting. Was he nice? Please tell me it was nice.
He actually was nice. So I went to the premiere in Chicago. You know, he's a great actor. After I saw the movie, he's a great director, and as you mentioned, he's actually a pretty good guy.
The Water Diviner is set a century ago during World War I and the Battle of Gallipoli.
It's a story about a man with 3 sons who go to war and don't come back. Being the father of 2 boys, it was obviously, that was going to hit me at a very essential level.
The script was originally sent to Russell Crowe for him to star in it, but he could only think about directing it.
Okay, so how many times did you have to read the script before you knew that you had to direct it?
Just once.
Really?
Just once. It hit me at such a deep and profound level. I mean, I was connected to it culturally because of it talks about the Battle of Gallipoli, and you know that's the source of the Australian and New Zealand Memorial Day, which we call Anzac Day. It's been great watching Americans watch this film, man, because it's a big, bold, epic story, and people are getting a lot out of it. And you know, even though it's not a story of their culture, which is fantastic.
Was there ever a moment where you thought maybe you would hire somebody else to be the lead?
Oh, I tried that trick, man.
Really?
They wouldn't let me get away with it. Yeah, it was like, it was sort of presented to me in a very clear manner, you know, that's fine, you know, but if you direct it and you star in it, you get a budget of X. If you direct it and you don't star in it, you get a budget of X minus. And as a director, you want every single asset you can possibly have.
Okay, so what's it going to take to get you to direct another film?
Oh, not very much, man. You know, I used to think I had the greatest job in the world, and then I did this, and I realized that there's a whole new world out there for me to explore.
Excellent. All right, Mr. Crowe, thank you
Cheers.
so much.
All right, now that Russell is not standing with us,
I know, right?
I want to ask you what you really thought of the film. It's a big, sweeping period piece.
It really is. And actually, you know what? I really liked it. Going into it, you know, sometimes when actors turn directors, you're really not really sure if they really get the grasp of directing. You know, he did a great job. You know, there were some things that I would like to have seen a little bit more backstory with his sons, because that's what the whole movie is about. But other than that, the acting is fantastic, and it's just fun talking to him, because he just like lit up when he was talking about the process, and he put those actors through boot camp before the movie even began rolling. So
it is challenging for actors to step behind the camera, but to do it at the same time for his first film. He's not only directing, but he's starring in the film. What did you think about the supporting cast around him? Did he direct them beautifully?
He did, and the Major Hassan, that is, you know, he has a love interest in the film, but it's the relationship with Major Hassan who goes on the journey with him to kind of find out what happened to his sons, that they have the best chemistry in the film, which is kind of interesting a little bit, because usually you kind of say the chemistry is supposed to be really good between the male and the female lead.
What about those big set pieces? Just based on the trailer, it looks visually entertaining.
There's a scene that kind of goes back to when his sons were younger. There's this big dust storm that rolls through that is incredible. It's so beautifully shot. Okay,
is it on your list? Should we go run out to the cinema to see that big dust scene?
Yes, I agree. I think it definitely makes the list. Again, you know, it's a great history lesson. This is set in World War I, and it's a kind of a period that we might not remember too much in history class, because this was, again, Australia versus Turkey. And it's less than 2 hours. You know, a lot of movies nowadays, they extend a little too long. This one, I feel, could have been 2 hours at least, because it filled in that backstory that I feel that was missing a little bit. But again, directing and acting, and it seems like Russell Crowe will be directing again.
Well, you look great on the red carpet. Thank you so much for hanging out with us.
Yeah, no problem.
Great review.